Hello, YouTube world. This is Coco D, and you know I got the tea on what's hot, what's not, and everything in between the sheets. Thank you for joining today. So, all we're going to be doing today is chopping it up. Whatever topics you feel like discussing, please come in. Feel free to join, like, share, subscribe as you come in. All right, so let me see here. This is my first time, guys. So, y'all bear with me. Add to screen. Add to screen. Hello.
What it is, ho?
What's going on, Ray Charles?
Oh,
We have
girl.
Mr. Fox, Mr. Foxy Fox. How you doing?
Great, enjoying it. How about y'all?
Hey,
That's
Fox.
good. So, what do you guys feel like chopping it up about today? Anything.
Okay. It's something stupid that I always say with my friends. Maybe this will start it off. Shit, where's my charger? Who wins in a fight between? God dang, I forgot the lady's name. Screw it. We'll just throw it two in there. Betty Ross and Ellen DeGeneres.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, ooh. Betty Ross. Betty Ross.
Really?
So you going with Betty Ross, Rachel? I was thinking of a little more Ellen
Why? Cause she
uh,
lesbian.
because she's studdish. Yeah, she's very stud-like.
She got more reach than Betty Ross to me. Uh, she
She
gonna
looked
reach
like
the
a Karen to
base.
me.
No,
Oh,
not
we not supposed to talk about Ellen.
close.
I'm just
Not
kidding. I love Ellen.
Ellen can be talked about.
I do love me some Ellen,
fine.
but
Technically,
where was the lie?
could talk about Ellen. So you believe that?
Hey, Solo, how you doing, boo?
Hey, Solo.
We're just on here chopping it up, Solo. So if you would like to join, just click the link. It's in the
Yeah,
chat.
cause we take it over one city at a time.
So I was watching the news, and what do y'all think about Naya Rivera? Rivera.
Um. Ooh.
That was very.
Sad.
It was very disheartening to hear, especially someone I could say I grew up watching from
Mm.
227 to Family Matters. You know, she was in a lot of different things, and then Glee, which I loved her character because she was LGBTQ plus.
Mm.
It was just
She played
sad to,
Mercedes.
yeah, it was very sad to hear. So it seems that the Glee cast will be putting on some type of performance. Looks like, if I'm not mistaken. Did anybody read that?
I haven't heard. I heard they pulled the stunt by the. I don't want to. Okay, I'll stop. I'm gonna stop.
Elaborate.
I'm so sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm very sad for her.
Too soon.
Like just her family in general. From what the police were saying, she was taking a swim, and a current took her away as she was getting her son back onto the boat.
Mm.
That's a huge loss for uh,
Yeah.
the entertainment world. So
Oh yeah. Definitely. What's that, Fox? You had something to say on the issue? I love you, Fox.
me laugh
Fox,
right
I
after.
can't join your session. It says I gotta enter a queue to join your session, Fox.
I'm gonna fix it. What you
So what are y'all doing? Playing a game?
say?
Yes, girl, we on GTA online, and he want to role play. Just kidding.
Is that possible on there?
There's a lot of
Yes,
things.
it's very possible. Hey, babe, say hi
I
to me.
see someone else. Hey, Gina.
Babe just got home from work. Coco
Oh,
says hi.
I'm making myself look.
You say hi, Coco.
Don't forget to share, share and like and share.
Okay.
Even though it's only one person in here, Mr. Solo Culture.
Solo, don't forget to like and share.
Don't
Just
forget to
kidding.
like and share, Solo.
Hey, Solo. Did you?
Doing? I
I'm gonna
totally
have
have.
to get ready for work in like 10 minutes. What you say, Fox?
I
You
only bring.
handsome devil.
I'm a devil. I was gonna say I'm handsome.
Well,
No, you,
Coco,
yes, love.
did you see that one? I believe she was trans. Sister was dragging homeboy by his braids because he wasn't trying to pay up for the good
You
time.
know what? I just saw that last night and I was trying to get the full tea on that. Like, who were the other people surrounding them and why are you out in the streets? Like, where did it go down? Did it happen in a car, in an alley? Because this is something that
how
if you
far?
were in a hotel room or in a house, apartment, like there's no way you would leave out of there without paying me my money. Like my money
Mm,
comes first before anything. Money up front.
okay.
So that's what I was trying
That's
to
just
figure
that
out.
on that.
Where did it happen? Like, did it happen in the alley and he tried to run off, or did it happen in a car and he jumped out? Like, I need a little bit more on that story. But I did
I
see
heard it
that, Rachel. I
happened
did.
over several blocks of neighborhood.
Really? And she was just dragging him by his dreads down the block.
Yes.
Wow.
There's way more questions about
This was
all of this.
on
What was the
the
position that you paid for? How much was the pay? What state was this in? Was this a? Is
We
this a
need all
single
of that.
case? This happened more than once. Does this happen with many people? How far did he get dragged again?
Several
oof.
blocks from what Rachel said.
Now, after about 2 blocks, you would start to ask yourself, do we help him?
Well,
And then
yeah.
after 5 blocks, you think, what the fuck did he do? Like, what is the
Yeah, how much was it? What
what did you
how much was the fee?
Well, apparently she had given up the good, and the agreement was that he was gonna pay for it, and he didn't. And her homegirls were like recording it, like, "Yeah, no, we ain't gonna help you because they know the get down. Like, you need to pay up for the pussy." Oops, sorry.
And that's what I
Uh,
heard a lot of people saying. Like a lot of spectators was like, "No, don't help him. He's wrong. He got to pay that girl her money." So
you could just take because oh
So
my
Rachel,
god.
if it was you, what would you have done?
would have had the money on the freaking table on the counter the whole time.
Okay, so you would have got your
I'm
money
gonna.
up front as well, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm professional. See, because I
Yeah,
would
no
have asked
pay,
for it from the jump.
no pay, no lay. Exactly.
Oh yeah,
What
no.
What about you, Fox?
What the
Solo says that was her fault. So why was that her fault, Solo? She didn't know this guy was going to try to dodge her and not
he
pay her her money.
he didn't know that he was gonna get dragged several blocks. A lot of people were misinformed.
Go potty outside. I'll be right back. These dogs are in heat.
So from what Rachel said, she was dragged several he was dragged several blocks. Um, how many blocks would it have taken you to get your money, Fox? Because I know it wouldn't have took me several blocks to get my
Okay.
money.
Well,
Yeah, after block one, this wasn't about the money. This was just insult to injury. Like the money might have been acquired before the dragging of the several blocks. The several blocks is just I don't understand. I can't say that I understand something that makes no sense when I don't make sense.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me either. But it wouldn't have took me several blocks. Solo Culture says she knew to get paid up front, girl. Which she should
okay.
have known to get paid up front. That's why I want to know what happened exactly that she didn't get paid up front. Did it happen in the car? Was it something spur of the moment? You know,
Was
what
this
was it?
not? What if it wasn't because he didn't pay? It's because he paid up front and then tried to steal said money on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to run off with the money.
That could be also
Look,
true.
That makes more sense on beating someone's ass in such a way, because not only were you not trying to commit, you tried to steal from me and make a fool of me.
And the
So
whole time
several
he was
blocks.
like, I was going to give you your money. I was going to pay you your money. There's no need for all this. And I was like, oh, wow.
This is the video. There's
It's,
footage of this.
I've never seen nothing like that before, ever. That's like the first time.
So is there footage of it though? You said that there were people. There was a lot of people there, and this is several blocks. Should we or should we not be able to find some footage?
I think so.
I think she was a mobile hoe.
She possibly could have been. That's why I was trying to figure out. Hello, like, did this happen in a back alley somewhere, or what happened? Like,
Right.
girl.
Like a good old fashioned street walker. Texas Ranger.
Basically,
Well, Solo
Um,
said that she knew to get paid up front, and that's what I would have done personally. So all of us on the panel would have gotten our money up front.
period. That's
So
true.
it sounds like she's a silly hoe. I hate to say it, but girl, it is what it is.
She beat him silly too. I know
so
that
you
much because he was.
silly if you dragging somebody
Oof.
several blocks.
Right. I still don't see myself dragging anyone several blocks for what? $40?
That's where the ATM is. He's
For
trying to
some
pay
head.
you. He just didn't have the cash.
How much did he owe her? What did she
Enough that
perform on him? Was it just fellatio? Was it the full intercourse? Like, what did she do? Dirty Sanchez?
half and half.
I'm thinking it was just head because they both had their clothes on. Like, how you gonna get? Well, maybe it was like, okay, they put their clothes. Okay, you right. No, no, they probably put their clothes back on and had time. And then she was like, no, wait, my money. Run my money.
Mm-hmm. Where my money at?
Okay,
Run
run
me
my
my money.
money.
Like, I gotta go to the ATM,
Oh
and
yeah,
the nearest 7-Eleven is 10 blocks that way.
So you think she was dragging him to the ATM that was several blocks away?
Yeah,
That could have been the case.
this could be just a play on words, and she probably was like legitimately dragging him by his shirt or something. Like he's still walking,
mm,
as we originally believe. Just getting.
Well, when I saw the video, he wasn't walking, he was on all fours, and she was literally pulling him by his dreads, like
she was
yanking him.
walking him like a
She was
dog.
walking him. So she could have been walking
Oh,
him to the
walking like a
ATM, like
dog,
you said.
walking like a dog.
So you say that there is video. Can you watch said video?
Uh,
I've watched the video like maybe 4 or 5 times because I was trying to figure out who were the people surrounding the scene. Like if it was just her and him, where did this bystander come from that was filming it?
Well, I don't mean to be rude, y'all. I do gotta go get ready for work. Have a good day. I love y'all.
Thank you for joining me,
Solo,
Rachel. We have to do this again,
Fox,
boo.
Coco. Yes, indeed. Okay.
I'm gonna try to get everyone on here next time. All the
Yeah.
family.
Shout out to Caleb, Queen, Xavier, Eugene. Ooh, why that rhyme? Ooh, I feel like a
Yes,
bar, a
bars,
flow.
bars. Come on,
Xavier, Eugene.
bars.
Shout out. Well, who did I say? Shout out to Kayla, Queen, Xavier, Eugene, my bitches, family. I'ma get off my knees. Yeah, yeah, indeed. We know, we please. I'm smoking the weed, yes, Cali, the day.
Hey, that's the Rachel way. Can we get a twerk before you leave, Rachel?
Don't you dare tap me.
Come on. Yes, shorty swing my way. Sure looks good to me.
Girl,
That's Rachel's
bye.
song.
I love you.
That's Rachel's song, baby. But
Hmm.
yeah, Fox, I think you might have been right. She could have been dragging him to the ATM, which was only several blocks away.
Thank goodness it was only several blocks.
Right.
Because she should have probably stopped off the hardware store and get him some knee pads as well.
Hold on, Solo. I'm gonna send you the link, boo. A second. Check your IG. Matter of fact, check the group IG. That's where the link is.
Why can't I do this?
All right. So what's next on the topics list, Mr. Fox?
Well, let's see. I don't think I have a good enough topic. I actually have been behind a little bit on my current good news, bad news thing.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself then? Let's
Yeah.
do that. Introduce introduce my subscribers to yourself.
Um, well, hello everyone. Again, today. I'm usually gone by Q Fox, and I'm an artist of sorts. God, what is the dang one? You know what? You just have to find my Instagram on redacted images. Probably, probably a better way to figure this out. You will find art, lovely vehicles, and
Put it
maybe
in the
some.
chat. Drop it in the chat. That way people can follow you.
I'd have to do this weird little thing here.
So to all my subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much. I've been trying my hardest to get this done, and it's working out a little bit. So thank you so much for subscribing and bearing with me. Somebody wants to know what is Fox Only's fans page. That looks
Ah,
like it's Rachel Lewinsky wants to know what's Fox Only's fans. Does Fox have a Only's fans?
no, no, I don't. But
So
for people to ask me for it, I'll think about it.
oh, so you need a few more requests to start your OnlyFans?
It'd be quite a few more, but it'd be a few more.
So let's go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure everyone is getting this, so we can go ahead and get Mr. Fox started on his OnlyFans. He said if we get a petition of how many people do we need? How many signatures do we need?
Pick a number, and we'll go from there. What do you think? What?
I say,
One.
well,
No.
welcome Solo Culture. So Solo
Hey,
says
how's everyone doing?
doing pretty good. So I was thinking maybe
1,000.
I ain't finna sign a petition to make you that to convince you to make some money to show your ass. You the only mother gonna make a coin. Oh, and OnlyFans gonna get a coin, but you know.
Well, OnlyFans is definitely gonna get a coin, so you make sure you have some really good content.
Right. And make sure it's at the lowest little level.
No, don't. Well, you're gonna start off low. You want to start
Cause
off low,
Because
and
if it ain't worth nothing and you charging $20 for it, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Trust you only gonna get that dub one time.
so the content has to be really good. The content has to be frequent.
Nah.
Frequent, at least twice a week. I need a session at least twice a week.
Girl. Okay, so can I say something about the transsexual prostitute that beat her?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
Babe, that was her own fault that she had to beat and drag a nigga for her coin. She knew better. Whatever the reason was, it don't matter. It was about a coin.
It was definitely about a coin, and you should
And
definitely not play about your money.
She could have alleviated all of that and collected her coin at the door, rather it be a hotel door or a car door.
So you said she still should have been able to get her coin before he jumped out of the car.
No, before the act was even committed.
So she should have got paid.
When he said he wanted his dick sucked, and she said $50, nigga, and then he said here. If he didn't say here, she should have got her ass out that car. That's her own fault. She put that nigga's dick in her mouth and let that nigga come all up and through her throat.
I think it's definitely her fault.
That's her
What did you say,
fault.
Pop?
Where is this information and why is my laptop dead so I can't? I'm looking this shit up because this is almost as weird as that vagina scented candles shit I found out a few days ago.
Oh, well, I ain't even seen it. I'm just going off of what the game calls for. And she knew that. And if she don't know how the game goes, baby girl's in the wrong line of business.
I'm going to send you the link so you can see it.
I don't even need to see it. You said that it was a prostitute beat her trick up because of some money, right?
Correct. A trans woman.
Yeah, I don't even need to see it, boo.
Right.
That was her own fault. Thank God it ended in her favor.
Now, where's this link at? Because I'd like to see this. I'd like to see said dragon put out on the video. I'd like to see this.
Hold on, let me see if I can get the link in here.
What is that? Elevated it. So what? I can't read, baby. I ain't never heard that word. My bad. That's why I'm going back to college, apparently, huh?
Alleviated
it. There we go.
I'm trying to send you the link now.
And girl, this is cute. Look at you.
I'm trying. I told you guys that, I was going to try to do a little bit better.
Girl, you see I got my notifications on for you, right?
I thank you, and I do thank you. That's a true BITCH right there. Right. Solo culture. Then ride or die.
I picked up my phone, and it said, oh, Coco Delicious is live. I said, oh, are we now?
I sent the link.
Look? What does that look, Fox?
Are you ever going to get this tattoo or not?
Who?
You.
Who said I was getting a tattoo?
So you're not going to get the tattoo?
Excuse me?
You're not going to get the tattoo?
What tattoo, baby? Did I tell you I was getting? Huh?
What tattoo? Or was it you? It was one of you two that told me about getting the tattoo.
No, I mean, I said I want to eventually probably get a bumblebee, but a bee, not a bumblebee, but just a bee, a pollinator bee. But No, that's
So,
about it.
Foxy, you do tattoo work? Tell the
So
people about your line of work as a tattoo artist.
It's also on the page.
Where can they find you? Did you ever put the stuff in the link so they could get to you?
Yes, it's down there somewhere, or to the side. I don't know how it is on this one.
So Rachel said she should have alleviated the situation and asked for the money first.
Right. Hey, like you don't have to see the video if you know the game.
Right.
If you know the game and you know that that's the gist of the story and that's the reason why this is occurring, ain't no need to see the video. Now you want to kiki about it, yeah, get at it. Where'd Fox go?
Oh no, we just lost Fox. I think he's trying to figure out how to put his information in there. Let's see if he comes back in. But yeah, I found the situation a little uncalled for because it shouldn't have never happened.
Right.
Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was uncalled for, but it was her fault. Because if she honestly gave this man pleasure or whatever, if she performed the act, whatever act he asked for, and she performed it to completion, and then she wanted to get paid, that was her own fault.
I think it was definitely her fault. I'm not gonna see her.
And like I said, when I heard y'all talking about it, I was like, oh, please don't let them say that this bitch got killed at the end. Please don't say my baby got killed at the end. And so then y'all was saying that, oh, she died, walked him, and da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, oh, okay. So maybe, okay, it ended well. It ended in her favor. Thank God.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It didn't end bad, which it could have.
It could have. It could
with a
have.
situation like that. And especially with her being a trans woman.
Right. Right. It could have. It could have ended very badly.
So what I'm thinking is that this guy is known to mess with trans women.
And it could go another way too. It could go another way. Another scenario is that she knows the boy.
That could have been true too, because the way it went down.
For her to have to fight for her coin at the end, that means that when she got in the car, she was comfortable with him. Mm-hmm. Or wherever he rolled up on at or wherever they were at, she was comfortable with him to perform the act without getting paid first. Yeah.
And you know what? I never thought about it like that.
That could be a scenario. He could be like one of her faithful tricks, and so she might have been happy to see him, you know what I mean, and been like, hey, daddy, come on, daddy, you know what I mean, because he's always known to pay. But then this one time he didn't, and she's like, nigga, okay, now it's time to get your ass whooped.
Right. And that's exactly what happened. She dragged him, from what Rachel said, several blocks for her coin.
That shit is funny as hell too.
The way she was pulling and tugging on his hair. Oh my goodness.
Was he fighting back?
He wasn't. He was just on all fours.
No, man.
Face down in the dirt. Like he was just.
No, man.
That's what I said. It could have been exactly the scenario.
That was her man.
So you think that was her man?
That was her man. He wasn't fighting back?
He wasn't fighting her back.
Did he have opportunity to swing back?
He had, yeah. It was, she literally had him by the hair and was pulling him.
And it was just her fighting him. Wasn't nobody jumping him.
Nobody was jumping. They did have a couple of people filming.
Right.
From what I saw.
He wasn't fighting back. Like, I'm wondering why he wasn't fighting back. Like, yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
That's a whole story to investigate there, baby. And I bet you it's either he is a trick that she enjoys being with, that usually is always got her paper and didn't have it this one time, or that's her man. Now, if that's her man, baby, that's some old domestic shit. I don't even want to know why. Because that, you know what I mean? You're getting that domestic shit. You're getting that domestic shit.
It looks like Fox is trying to come in. Fox, you're gonna have to go out
I was
and try
going
to
to
come
say
back in.
he probably would have to put his information where his name is when he want to come back in.
Yeah, put your information in the
Where
name
your
slot.
name goes before you enter, as they say, the studio.
Yeah, when you enter the studio, put your name in there,
Yeah.
contact information, so everyone can find you on Instagram to get their tats. He does really nice work, you guys.
But yeah, I bet you, girl, it's a lot of shit behind that. It's a lot of shit, I bet you. There's so many scenarios of why that happened.
Exactly. That's why I said I need a little bit more information on exactly what happened, because I do want to know what went down.
But
Like,
then my thing is this: if she was a prostitute, is it like known that she was a prostitute?
see, I don't know.
See, who's to say that she was a prostitute? It could have been that was her man. You say that man wasn't fighting her back.
That man was not fighting her back.
He
That
don't
man
want
was
to fuck
not
up
fighting
this
her back.
bitch face. He don't want to fuck up this bitch face.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't mean it in any negative way, but from what I saw, Mama had looked like a brick. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. From
I
what
was gonna
I could
ask
see,
that, but then I was like, it don't matter. It don't matter, Solo. It don't matter because I was gonna ask that. But Bricks need love too, and apparently Bricks got love because baby, y'all said that they were fighting, and she was dog walking this nigga by his dreads, and he wasn't fighting her back.
not at all.
Baby, that's her man. What
He
he
was
look
telling
like?
her this.
What he look like?
Well, he didn't look like much from what I could see either, but hey,
Okay, but it don't matter. That was her man, baby.
that's what
That was
it
his
could have
bitch.
been,
That was his
because
woman.
he basically said, I was going to pay your money. We don't have to do this, yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh, wow, this is deep.
It could be an abusive relationship. She could be the abuser in a relationship.
Now, come on.
Shit. That relationship just like everybody else's.
You're right.
Ooh, that little spot behind me, bitch, is wearing me thin. You hear me?
What little spot?
Can you see that little square right there behind me on the wall?
I see it.
Oh, it is wearing me thin, girl. You hear me?
Okay, there we go.
Wearing me.
We got him back. Welcome back,
Look at it. Hey now.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for
Your volume always fucked up, Fox. Ooh, he know that
Let's
shit
not start.
irritates.
Let's not start that. Let's not
He know
start
that
that.
shit irritates the shit out of me.
And you fall for it every time.
Every time, girl. Every time.
I'm like, he's miming. You can tell when he's miming.
Fuck you, Fox.
So what type of artwork do you do? Is it realism, fantasy? Like, what type of tattoo artwork do you do?
my tattoo work, it's more on the horror side, but
Speak up a little bit so everyone can hear you.
I actually love to do my custom work, but I usually have more of a darker taste for my tattoo work, and it's not for everyone. So I actually had to learn how to do a lot more styles and focus on different types of art. Like,
Okay.
when it's not dealing with tattoos, I actually do draw everything that I can for a few comics that I'm working with some friends. I do more of an anime style, anthro style. There we have a couple little cartoony ones, little weird little heads. But
Okay, so you do a lot of anime work.
yes, that as well. Yeah.
Do I need to
Okay.
turn my shit up or something? Like,
It's Fox. He just needs to speak up a little bit. Speak a little
Well,
louder.
actually,
That's all.
I did drop it in water a few weeks ago.
Oh no. Ooh.
It doesn't. And then I literally,
what
I'll
happened?
talk this. Sometimes you'll say that it's loud. Sometimes you say it's quiet. I never change it. I don't know if I can try.
He said he dropped it in water a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that could have something to do with it.
That could be.
Maybe.
Did you put it in rice?
No.
Next time you drop your phone in water, put it in rice.
They said put it in rice and put it in the oven. I was like, that sounds like no.
Don't put it in the oven. I've never heard that before.
Put it in the oven. Girl, who told you that?
Quite a few people, and I was like, I'm not putting my phone in the oven. I'm also not doing that. No.
Baby,
Right.
I've
They
never
don't
heard such a
understand that
thing.
heat and plastic, that phones are made out of plastic, some of it, and that shit will melt. Like, what the fuck?
Then they said you could eat the rice. And I was just like, see, now I know you're fucking with.
Y'all have to bear with me. I'm just playing with the layout.
Do you, baby? Do you?
Enjoy. Because see, now I get to say he's over on that side instead of over on that side. Or at least try.
Well, Solo always wanted to be sandwiched in between. Yes.
You got him.
So how long have you been tattooing?
Actually, I started when I was in high school.
I think I need a cocktail, bitch.
Okay, go ahead, grab you a cocktail.
My Basquiat crown don't come up on here because I had to go through the damn internet, bitch. Through my not the internet. This is the internet, but
Well, you can change
I'm
it.
almost 50, bitch.
You can change it.
Okay, whatever.
You talking about your avatar?
Yeah, like this right here. I hate that.
Yeah. When you came in, you could have changed it.
Girl, where's my Basquiat crown? Or where's my police and little black baby at?
Right.
I say white police and black baby at. He said, "What you want to be when you grow up? Alive."
Alive. I saw that. I saw that one too.
That's what my avatar is on YouTube right now. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, make a cocktail for me too. So, how long have you been tattooing? You said you started in high school. Around
about 10 years, on and off.
So you've been tattooing for 10 years. Okay. Do you currently work in a shop? If any shops are open? Are you more mobile tattoo artist?
Yeah, actually, I'm mobile. I'm actually working on a little adventure and project with a couple other artists and a musician, a friend. Anyway, we actually are working on something. So within the year, COVID problems are hopefully better.
Right.
We have a nice thing that we're putting together. It's taken a lot of time to get this far too. We're hoping that this comes out good.
So has it been? Is it still ongoing, or has it been put on hold?
It's some of it has been put on hold, but
okay.
Being at home doesn't mean that everything is shut down and inaccessible. You actually can still get some things done. So I get a few things done here and there that I can manage to figure a way through.
Okay. Any names you can drop so we can check them out maybe on their Instagram or something?
Let's prepare for this. No, I actually don't have anything I can say at the moment.
Okay. Y'all have to bear with me because I'm trying to cook and also put on this live at the same time. So just bear with me a few moments. So are you currently tattooing during the COVID, or are you quarantining?
No, I'm not actually working with tattoos at the moment. No tattoos have been done during this.
Okay. Well, I can understand that. I noticed that they did have a couple of piercing and tattoo parlors here in North Carolina open. So, that's why.
About that, but since I know how we have to keep our areas and basically how clean.
Okay, hold on.
Sterile it is. It wouldn't actually, like how certain places are now implementing new sterilization tactics, and they're like doing things that they basically should have been doing to own the establishment for all these years.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what we have to do. Hell, every few hours, just to keep a booth and a building clean. So they're already not as bad off as everyone else. So to add on if any extra precautions, they're fine. Like I would say if a tattoo shop is open right now, they've got it under control, and they're pretty good at this.
That was easy, girl.
I came with you.
I changed my avatar, girl.
I see.
Girl, I ain't so old up the girl.
Well, who helped you with that murder?
Oh, I did that girl myself. I was like, hold up. Well, you know what happened over here? I accidentally hit something else when I was trying to hit the camera to come back over here. And I just started reading, and it was like, oh, okay, there we go. That's what he was talking about. Okay.
I can change it like that. See, that's what I was telling you. Uh-huh.
Boom, bam, boom, and it's changed.
And it's changed. So, Fox,
I'm sorry, Fox. I'm sorry, baby.
You're fine, Solo. It's just Fox. I'm kidding. I see you too. I see you too. But the main reason why you're not tattooing during COVID, is it because of the precaution and the steps? You're not. You said they're doing a good job, though, right?
Yeah, I'm actually, like I said, I am not tattooing.
Right. I'm keeping what
my a lockdown for tattoo. That's too dangerous to me.
So it's a precaution measure for your clientele, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
To make anyone have a chance of being sick, and that's a very, very high precaution. I'm not, but
he's just doing it on.
It's open and doing it. Everyone should feel okay to do it because they're clearly more prepared than I am. In my house, they actually have. If they're open, think about it. Still take necessary thoughts. If you're sick, stay the heck home. It's I'm not doing them. Some people are. I ain't with that.
Well, at least you're taking that measure. That makes a whole lot of sense.
And thank you for that.
Absolutely. I had to change it back around so they could see your name. Yeah, make sure you check out Fox, you guys, because he does really good work. I've seen some of his work, so y'all check him out.
But yeah, what were you going to be talking about today? Was Fox your guest?
Well, I just dropped the link for anyone who wanted to join. Like I said, we're just chopping it up about different things, whatever you want to talk about. It's free to talk about.
Okay,
Did
that's what's up.
anyone did anyone see the Nick Cannon situation?
I heard about it when I came home. My mom told me about it, and then I read Zoe's statement about it, and basically it sounds like Nick put his foot in his mouth again, like he did 4 years ago.
Well, I didn't really get a chance to really go through it. I thought maybe one of you guys probably had a little more detail on it. I just read
All I
some stuff.
all I heard was that basically he made some offensive comments about the Jewish community, and Viacom dropped him.
I did see Viacom dropped him. He said he's been working with them for how long?
Forever.
Since he was 17 or something, right?
I was gonna say ever since Nick came onto the scene, he's always been with Viacom. Viacom is a lot of things. Y'all know that, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
Disney, it's MTV, it's NBC, ABC, it's all that shit. They got a bunch of shit that we think are separate entities, but they're all owned by Viacom.
Right.
So yeah, he's been with them basically his whole career,
And I saw
off
this
and
statement.
on.
I also saw his statement that he wants the rights for Wild and Out.
He doesn't have it.
If he don't have it, he's stupid.
From what I was reading, it seems like he was swindled out of it some type of way. I tell you,
That's just
I need to read it a little more in
right.
depth,
But yeah,
but that's what I'm getting from it.
that's the gist of what I hear. But that's just like he did 4 years ago when he told everybody not to go out and vote.
Oh, really?
He did it 4 years ago. And Roland Martin got that ass together so tough that his ass went and enrolled into Howard University. He actually should be graduating right about now if he ain't already graduated.
Okay.
But it's just him putting his foot in his mouth, and this time it's fucked him. What I got from it, my
Well,
thing
I'm
is
gonna
just
have
that
to,
rich nigga problems.
and that's exactly what I was thinking. It's very rich people problems.
That's rich nigga problems. I'm good.
Like, I don't understand how they swindled him out of it, but
Now he want to boo-hoo, and he been knowing that. How long? Man, go on somewhere with all that.
well,
He's
I
so
did
silly.
see something about Diddy as well from the Shade Room reaching out to him.
About what, baby?
I'm guessing to support him is trying to get a show started or something.
Oh, to get to start another Wildin' Out. Probably is what he's probably gonna do, and that'd probably be his best bet to recop his money. Is to take Wildin' Out, and if they say, "Oh, we own the name to Wildin' Out," all right, cool, no problem. Call it something else, because everybody's gonna come because of Nick.
Right.
Everybody
So,
gonna come from the check.
huh?
No, that's how I feel.
What did you say, baby?
Money. Who's gonna have more money to take the people? Because the only people that are really for him are gonna go with him.
Right.
Now, if they got enough money to say, "Look, triple it," somebody gonna say, "Okay, well, I'm that's more money."
And then you know what's going to happen probably. That's true too, Fox. What you said, because I was thinking about that as I was saying what I just had said. Um, it's probably going to end up. What's going to end up is that Viacom is probably going to try to keep doing Wild 'N Out, and then Diddy and whoever gonna back Nick, and Nick's gonna put Wild 'N Out or a version of it on, and they're gonna probably compete against each other. And then I bet you that's how they're going. Now, I will say that I have seen the big dog like bow down, like because I've heard. I'm trying to think of who they did that with. I'm in my head. I can think of like see this happening years ago, where a star left something from the big people like Viacom and tried to do it on them on their own, and then they competed against them and beat Viacom. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it was Viacom. I'm just using them. But
As an example. Right.
Right.
But you're basically saying it can be done.
It can be done. It can be done. It can be. It can be.
So you think he can like recuperate some type of loss?
Right, because my thing is this: he gonna go try to fight them and fight them and fight them, but at the end of the day, Nicholas Cannon put his John Henry at the bottom of that goddamn contract.
Yeah,
He definitely do that.
Yeah.
But didn't he have the same thing happen with NBC? Like,
so
didn't NBC do the same thing to him?
You saying that he had something like this similar happen before?
If I'm not mistaken, when he was hosting AGT.
It sounds like Nicholas needs new legal advice.
Yes, it do. Unless
if this happened before over contracts, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, he had to. If I'm not mistaken, he had to resign from that job.
I thought he resigned because he wanted more money.
Well, he did say that they underpaid. They underpaid.
So that's why I thought he left.
So, well, I'm not sure.
Please don't say it's because of some kind of contract or because he signed something and he didn't see it in the contract. Oh, that really irks my last nerve when brothers and sisters say that shit. I get that they put all this money in front of y'all. I really do. But baby, read your paperwork.
Honey, I want to know exactly what went down. Like, how did they swindle him out of basically his royalties?
Stupid. Should have been listening to Nipsey. I just don't. That's. I swear to God, they need to put Madison up in the goddamn Times Square some goddamn where. They need to send all entertainers and future entertainers to school and put these motherfucking big record companies and all this shit on notice. Look at here, you're not owning my shit.
Right.
First off, I don't give a fuck how much money you giving me. I'm not giving away my shit. Like, I don't get this shit. Like, and I get it. Like, the first one you give away maybe. Because I've heard stories of that where they, give the first one away. But the agreement is the second one and all the rest is mine. That's crazy. He's stupid, girl. Basically, is more of my gist of the story with me talking all this.
Hopefully, Nick could get it back on track because since he was 17, this young man has been doing he's just been constantly working.
You know how they used to call Bow Wow Mr. 106 in Park? They used to call Nick Mr. Nickelodeon because that
Mr.
motherfucker
Nickelodeon.
was on like 5, 6 shows at one time. Viacom.
Viacom.
Right. Like I just.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. And then
Well,
sometimes I forget that Nick ain't. I guess Nick is like in his 30s, ain't he? Like I don't get it, but as long as he's been in the entertainment business, like he said, since he was 17,
for
like.
a long time.
And then if you feel like, my thing is this: if I was in the entertainment business and I felt like I couldn't find a lawyer I could trust, then it's time for me to either get out of the business or learn law. Like what the?
Well, like you said, he did go back to school.
Maybe it was a little too late.
I won't say all that now, Solo. Better late than never.
Well, you know me, I'm messy, so and I shoot straight from the hip. So I shoot straight from the hip, girl. He better be glad he ain't one of my mother's kids. How about that? Because she be talking bad about him. And then she shitted him out. You big dummy. What the fuck wrong with you? I told you to take me to that goddamn meeting.
See, now you need
crazy.
to stop. But yeah, those are just a few things that I saw that I wanted to touch bases on, And I definitely want to thank you guys for joining me. We are almost at our hour mark. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. We're almost at our hour mark. Right. It's almost been an hour.
That's what's up.
I can't.
I'm proud of you. You got all this figured out, good.
Well, once I get my laptop, honey, I'll really be doing some things.
Next time you come on here, I'm gonna try it on my laptop. I was about to, but I didn't even feel like walking over a half a foot to go get it. So, but I went and got a motherfucking daiquiri though.
Oh, you definitely went and got that daiquiri, baby. You went and got that
daiquiri,
cocktail.
and it was 10 feet away, girl. Okay.
Right. Probably more than that.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely want to thank you guys so much for being on here with me. Fox, you have your information in there. Solo, do you have anything you want to promote?
What did you say, me?
Yes, Solo.
Girl, you know I ain't got shit to promote.
Oh my goodness, really, Rachel?
Right. That's what I was reading when I heard you say my name. I was reading the comment. I was like, this bitch is stupid. Rachel is stupid.
Rachel is such a mess. I love her to death, honey.
She is too much. Too much.
So, is nothing you wanted to tell the YouTube world before we get off here? Is nothing you wanted to tell the YouTube world before we get off here? No PSA for the kids?
Go vote. If you don't go vote, you're going to have to put up with the motherfuckers you don't like in the White House.
Message, ho. Message. And Mr. Fox, do you want to go ahead and plug anything?
I can plug a vape pen in. I can plug a toaster oven in. I can plug a computer in. I don't know how many other things I can plug in without going on a long list. I can plug my phone in.
I was thinking about something else you could plug, but we're not going to take it there on this one this time. Maybe next time.
All right, girl.
But y'all wait. We're at our hour mark. Y'all wait. I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all in the backstage, okay. And then let me see if I can get this layout right. Thank you so much to both of my panelists, Solo Culture and we're gonna call him Fox because that's what he is. He slides a fox. Y'all make sure y'all check Fox out on Instagram. And I'm gonna bid y'all guys adieu. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you're beautiful, you're smart, and you can do anything. Bye, guys.